Good evening and welcome back to Factory Town, where we have a problem. As you can very clearly see, the trains have stopped moving and it's caused by the sorter right here. So I changed some of these to sorters, I put them back and then I went, oh actually no, I'll leave this. I'll leave this so I can show you the problem here. So the difference between a sorter and a pusher will push a object. It can be an item on a belt, on a chute, it can be liquid in a pipe, it can be a train on a track, it can be a not really a cart on a road because carts have manual navigation, but it pushes it this way or the direction it goes if there's space for it and if you meet the criteria. If not, it's just ignored and you carry on regardless. So for instance, our trains come through here. If they don't meet this criteria, they just carry on. So if they come up here, they don't meet the criteria, they carry on. That's fine. However, the problem to this is that when you have it on a line that has a direct through, so for instance we have it on here, we have a line direct through here and we have a line direct going up, so we've got one travelling from east to west and one travelling south to north. This train has come along and this train has the tag of 1 sail and 4 pickup, and the tags are important. It's not so much on the filters, because if you don't have a tag and the filter doesn't match, it kind of ignores it, but the tags are important. The train's come along and it's got 1 sail and 4 pickup. It's hit a sorter which only lets things go this way if they are 4 drop off. Now that doesn't meet the criteria for it, so it stopped it. It's held it. There. This train will go through because it's not trying to go the direction of the sorter. It's trying to go up. So the sorter gets ignored. It just goes, well, you know, I will push you this way if you meet the criteria. If not, I'll ignore you. And it's the same, and it's the same. So it's the same as this one here. So I will push you this way if you meet the criteria. If not, I'll ignore you. The problem is that this, if you don't meet the criteria and you're traveling through, I'll let you go. This doesn't. This stops it. A sorter forces the sorting. So it will not let anything past it if it doesn't meet the criteria. And this doesn't have a 4 drop-off tag. For good reason. It's not going to 4 drop-off. It's going to 1. Well, actually, it's going to 4 pickup right now, which is over there. Boom. So how do we fix this? Well, I could also add to this the 4 drop-off tag. Sorry, 4 pickup tag. No train coming up this road should have a 4 pickup, because no train will pick up from the place it's dropping off. So it will never pick up from a place it's dropping off. If it has something it needs that it makes itself, we do it internally via belt or via a thing into it. We don't have anything that's going to go. So this train that comes up here will never return to, well, this is 1, so it will never return to its own thing. So we could put that on there. So we could have a 4 drop off and a 4 pickup on this tag, and this one will never do that because of that tag there, that will there. However, when we come down here, for instance, we'll have the 1 pickup and the 1 drop off, and this is a 6 pickup and a 1 pickup, which means it will come along and it will be pushed along here because it's a 1 pickup. So it won't go to its 6 drop off, it will get pushed along the 1 pickup. So we could get around that by just not having the connection on 1. We shouldn't ever have to do that. As I've said, no trains do that, so we just won't have the sorters there, and we'd do that there. So the reason I want to change the sorters over the pushers is that if a train is blocked for, say, a train's running slowly or something happens and there's something, when a train comes along, if it has an alternate route, it will go down that alternate route unless it's not allowed to by a sorter or a blocker or something like that. And we've had a few times where trains have gone to just the wrong places. Hasn't caused any problems because I filter all the stations for their drop-off, so we've not had any issues with that. This one could potentially be an issue. This has no filter on it and it has tracks connected, so could have been a problem, but hasn't yet, so unfortunately. But if a train was coming along here slowly and another train came up behind it and bumped into the back of it, when it bumps into the back, it goes, well, I can't carry on forwards because there's nowhere to go. I'll turn off and it will go down here. And that's not what you want. That's why you want to have sorters here. But we need to make sure that the sorters also have the whole thing of, you know, they allow trains to go through. So I'm going to try and put the other tag in this. So I'm going to tag it with 4 pickup. Boom, and that just lets stuff go. There you go. Boom. Now the trains coming out of here will only have the 1 pickup tag on. They won't have a 4 pickup, so they won't go the wrong way or anything like that. So yeah, so that should be okay. So then I want to do the same with this one here. So let's copy this, put it here. Let's copy this and paste it there so it copies the settings, and then we want to put in 6 not dash, pick dash up. There we go. I should have really just put it as 6, but then we need to differentiate between pick up and drop off, don't we? So yeah, because otherwise it'll come here and go like, I'm going to 4 there. I could literally just have them as numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, because when a train comes out of here, it will never go to its own place. It will only ever go to a new place. So same principle as here. This is town number 1. This is a 1 pickup and a 1 sale. I shouldn't have this here. These shouldn't be here. These shouldn't exist. You should never have outputs on your town, because we're never going to pick up from the town. Okay, so this is a 1 drop off here, which is going to push things down. But if a 1 came along here for something, I mean, a 1 drop off's only ever going to go this way. So yeah, but yeah, so put a sorter there. If someone come down here that didn't have 1 drop off but was on the 1 line, 1 pickup, maybe come along this way. It should ever come down this way, but you know, if a 1 pickup came along, it would get stuck here and stop because it's no longer a pickup. I could just change them all to be 1. Would that work? And then we change all the trains to just be like, they just have 2 numbers. The first number is where they drop off. I think that's what we're doing. Hold on, pause game. Yeah, the first number is where they drop off, and the second number is where they pick up. Would that work? Would that work? It would certainly make life easier for me not messing up these typing things up, which I do a few times. So, and these are all just 8. But here's the problem. So if I was to put a change this to be a sorter and just have 8 on it, and someone was coming along the 7 track, they'd hit this and go, well, I can't go down there. But then they wouldn't, because they'd actually travel through, because a sorter will let them travel through. It just won't let them travel down. It affects the direction, is what I'm trying to say here. I think I'm explaining this badly, but hopefully it makes sense. So a train coming up this track, doesn't matter if it doesn't match the criteria for this, because it's not trying to go this way. So it's a negative, so it can carry on. A train coming along this track, it's a negative, so it can't carry on. It's not allowed to go the direction the sorter is pointing. That's what I'm trying to say there. I might give that a go. I might change these to just be 1, although no, let's leave it as it is. Let's leave it as is, and we just need to make sure if I'm using sorters in place, we do that here. So this is 1 pickup. So if a 1 drop off comes along here, it will travel through this because it's not trying to come down, and that's fine because this is perpendicular to the train line. So this doesn't matter. This doesn't need 2 filters on it. But because this is a crossroads where trains can come from 2 directions, this does need a double filter on it. So yeah, if I just made it a 6, that'd be fine. But then when it came to 1, that'd be a problem, because these are 1 pickup. See, and these are 1 sale. But then they're offset. So I should have had a sale line. Should have had a dedicated sale line, which I can't do now because the way we built this, we can't put another line in out here. It's just not, we don't have enough space for it. We just don't have enough space for it. I'd have to affect these here, but then these are only the drop-offs for the sales, so I could do that. We could add another line and move things out. Oh, I want to change the trains up again. Right, no, it's working. It's fine. We'll leave it. We'll leave it alone. It's fine. I do need to change most of these things to become sorters and do things, so because as more and more trains end up on the track, we are going to have more and more problems going along. But anyway, let's go back to our knowledge, shall we? Let's just go on to where we should be going to. So, what are we doing here? We are delivering goods. So what do? You're delivering wards. You're going to be full for wards, which means you should stop now. Yep, you're done. Hey, you've delivered all the wards. Hey, awesome. Fish has been coming down here. Awesome. We've been getting fish. That's cool. We've been getting fish oil. That's cool. Fish oil has been going to here. This has been producing ointments, which is awesome. Which means the antidotes have been coming down here because we have antidotes going to here. That's cool. And We have this one here as well. What does this need? Health potions. We haven't got health potions yet because we aren't making those. We've got antidotes. This is coming down here to here, which means you have been making the books, which means you've been making the books, which means we just need health potions to get the last books going. Yay, and we need more fish. Way more fish. Way more fish. I need to make another fish train. What are you? You are a fish train. Excellent. Or I could increase the fish train to be six carriages. Let's do that. See, these ones are the same as well. Because they are, they're not in line with the track. If a train doesn't match fish, it carries on. Whereas it does match fish, it must go up. Which means if this line is blocked for whatever reason, a train will come here and stop and block the whole track. It won't go down to the end of the line and come back in. So, yeah. Did we get a sugar train? Oh yeah, sugar's here. We got sugar too. Awesome. Cool. You've got one antidote. You've got antidotes coming up here. That's awesome. Remedies still doing things. I don't know if we want to sell antidotes. We might want to sell antidotes. I'm not sure. Find me a house. Let's see here. So what do we want for happiness? You'll need water. I haven't done that as well. I haven't actually. Shipping water into all of them is dead easy. You know, you can just have a well on the end of a line and just fill them up. But then I didn't want to do that until we know exactly where all the houses are going to live in the towns, because this is not the layout for the towns. Obviously, we're going to have more houses and they're going to be spread amongst the places. So, yeah. I don't know how many houses we're going to have per town. I'll figure that out. Remember, the farming and the mining and the forestry do not need as many as the other ones because they only need to be technically level 5. So, yeah, so let's go up here. So, magical medicine, we want to get 6 out of this. So, we could sell the ethers and an antidote, for instance, or a health potion. So yeah, we do have health potions. Hang on. Come back. Where are you? Not you. You. Yeah, we're making health potions. Oh, we just need to connect it up. Ah. Aha. Okay, that's gonna make life a lot easier. Okay, so let me doesn't really matter. Really just a measuring tool. Let's come down to, say, here. And we could go there. Go there. Oof. Okay, you are not going to be wards. You are going to be health potions. Went by them. There we go. Boom. And you are going to come out of here and go up to this track here. So, line here. Something else I did toy with was having internal trains instead of belts, having trains do things, but then you'd have to change the packages to be stations, and that's weird. And you can't have a package of pack and unpack, which is a shame, a real shame. I kind of wish you could do that. Do health potions. There you go. But yeah, I kind of wish you could have a packager do pack and unpacking, so I could put a packager in the center and then trains either side, and then we could have trains internally. That would become extremely complicated extremely quickly, so maybe not. Okay, you are recharging the mana. You have no mana crystals in you. So, one other thing that has happened a few times in previous games, and it looks like might have happened here as well. So you've got no depleted crystals and no full crystals. And you have 2 depleted crystals and no full crystals. Now I put 4 crystals in each of these, and there's only 2 in them now. So I have had a couple of times where when you're saving the game, the crystals are in a state of being transferred from one building to the underground connectors, and they disappear. I have had that before. It looks like it's happened here, because we're now down to 2 crystals in each one, and I put 4 in each one. So which makes life a little awkward because yeah, it's a pain. What's this full of? This full of mana stone. Do I have any mana? Oh, we do. All of you, pick up. Travel here. So yeah, I've had this a few times. So it's not very often. I mean, that seems weird that all of them are down at 2. Did I only put 2 in each one? Is that thing? You've got 3. Actually, you've got 3. Hold on. You got to 3 briefly. You're up to 3. You've only got 2, and you've only got 2. So no, you got to 3, then 2. So maybe there's 3 in the system. It's just lost 1 somewhere. So this outputs the depleted ones. It comes to here. It inputs the depleted ones, and then we'll take out the good ones. And then remember, you can't take out of an input, so it will put into the input and output here. So when it's processing run, it might take 1 away. So there's 2 in storage, 1 being charged, and then a 3rd one appears, which means maybe, yeah, because you're consuming 1. So they do still have 4 in them then. Actually, no, I tell a lie. I did think this was fixed. It was a thing from many years ago, and I did think it was fixed. So I'm misleading people there, so my apologies for that. That's wrong. So we do have that. So we've got 2 here charging, 1 in the charger, 2 here in storage row, 1 here in the charger, 1 here in the thing being run. So yeah, so that's right. So that's why it goes to 3 every now and then. So no, there are still 4 here. Okay, that's not so bad. Will you please go to your destinations? I want to put them all in at exactly the same time, just because I can. So drop off, and you have to drop it off into the building. You can't put them into the recharger, unfortunately. So nope, there you go. You got 4 crystals in there now. So yeah, so it may have been they just needed 8 crystals each. And again, you don't have to do what I've just done there and make sure it's all synchronized up, because it will come unsynchronized anyway, because some of them will receive goods for other ones, and other ones, and then some will back up, and yeah, it's a thing. But always making sure there's a mana crystal at least in here means this never stops. So even though this charges at 6 seconds to charge, and this uses 1 every 6 seconds, you got to remember the happiness bonus means that the medicine heart is running faster than the recharger. So I think this will run out of charge again, because this cannot keep up. So it might need 2 of them. So let's put a second one in. Let's do that. Orientation does not matter, but I just like doing it that way myself. So right, so if I was to right, okay, so hang on, this won't work. So now take that away, put it up there. Okay, now go underground again. It won't work because of the way this system works. So because this is stuck here, we could set this to bypass, so we could carry on to another one, but then it would potentially block the output from this one. So each one needs its own input and output. So if I was to do that, that would be valid. And then what we'll do is we'll get a splitter, and we'll do this. And splitters work underground as well, so you can split them underground. So now we'll split evenly between the 2 chargers. So they've got 2 chargers running, doing their thing more evenly, and it will auto balance out as time goes on. So yeah, the first one would always have more in it than the second one, because the second one's been added after the other one. The only real way you could possibly do that would be, if you really wanted to do this thing, would be I'm control clicking on the grabber. You can't really tell whether they're enabled or disabled from underground. When you're above ground, you can tell because they're darken out, but you can't really tell. But I've control clicked, so now you see in the top left corner, top right corner, they're inactive. And and then you can let them all filter out and let all the crystals end up being depleted crystals in here, and then you can turn them all back on again, and then the charges will spread evenly. Again, this doesn't really matter. I like the symmetry, so that's kind of why I do things like this. So long as you've got enough crystals to keep going is what I mean. So we need basically not one crystal every 6 seconds. We probably need one every 4 seconds. If it was 2, it would be one every 3 seconds. So one every 4 seconds. And these can do now one every 3 seconds. So we can go up to 2 happiness. We can go up to a 2 on here. This production total is 2. We can do that with these balancers. So yeah. Okay. Also, it's a good thing sometimes you can do it. So we got 8 now. So I know all the actual crystals were correct. They were doing their things properly. So you just control and click to turn things on and off. So yeah, there you go. So now they're all active again. Yep, boom. And then we unpause it, you see they all come out and they spread evenly amongst the chargers. So this gets 3 and this gets 3, which means they get 4 each, because remember one is in here being processed. So yeah, okay, that'll work there. Didn't need to do that balancing thing, just wanted to. So the only time balancing really comes into it is if you do actually need the full amount of them going on, because there's no point in having 4 crystals sat in here and only 1 coming in here every now and then. You want to balance out the thing between them so it charges. I mean, it would charge quicker, it would charge the same speed, but if 4 of them are going into here and only 1's going into here, then this has got 4 sits here waiting, and this one might have none, so it can't charge anything because there's none waiting for it, because they're all in here waiting. So that's why you do want to try and even things out and spread things out. Kind of why I do the when I do the splitters, and I figure out, okay, so this one needs to have 8 go forward and 1 go left and 1 go right, just to balance the whole goods between the entire row, rather than do a manifold where you would have just everything go into the first one, and then once that's filled up it goes to the second one, and that's where it goes to the third one. A balanced belt means that all your factories are running at once, rather than this one running and then that one running and that one running. Over time they will all get going and they will all work fine, but if you're struggling for goods coming in, a balanced belt will be better, because if this needs, say, like this needs 2, if it gets 1, it's just sat here doing nothing until it gets another one, and then say so the manifold will be, okay, so this gets 1 and then it gets 2 and it goes. But if a balance belt would be this gets 1, this gets 1, this is 1, and you got to wait for the next one to come along. So you got to make sure your balance is done properly. So it's you know, like this here, it's got 1 and 1 and 1. It should be really 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. But there are pros and cons to either one. Some people prefer manifold, some people prefer a balanced one. I prefer the balanced version of it. It just feels nicer. So anyway, I'm ranting on that because well, we need health potions, and I did all the thing, but I didn't actually put a train in, did I? No, we did not put a train in. Let's fix that right this moment. Second thing, we need a locomotive. Let's put you there. Let's put a pusher here, sorry, a sorter, not a pusher, a sorter, and this wants to be health potion. Do that one there, and you want to be health potion train, and then we want to add 1, 2, 3 of those, and we need tags for it. So this is, where are we? We are 8 pickup. And no space. We are going to 5, 6. Also, I've got them wrong, haven't I? It should be the drop off first. You are 6, yes. Yes, it should be. The tag order doesn't actually matter, but for my my brain, there we go. Boom. Okay. Okay, so this will work and this will be fine here. Someone else just thought about changing the things here. I've got all these set with like 8 and bits and pieces going on every single track. We've got an 8 one. However, any train that's going to an 8 to 8 should only ever be on track number 8. So track number 8 should be the only one that comes up here. We shouldn't ever need any of these here. I think these are a fail-safe for if something goes wrong with the train, it ends up on the wrong track. It can sort itself out and then come back onto the correct track somewhere. But yeah. Okay, so you're going to travel around here. You're going to go to train things here. Oh, there we go. Boom. We've got another one here. Another one here. Right, pause for a moment. What's this? So 6 drop off and you are a 6 pickup. So the remedy train has stopped because it can no longer get down to do that. So okay, so I need to change this to a 5. That's not how you spell 5. Pickup. And this needs to be a 6 pickup as well. I may have to go round like here, for instance. So any I don't know why I've got 4 pickup around here, because any train that's on the 4 line that meets these filters should go down these filters. That's what it should be. We shouldn't need a pickup for it. And then I should have another track for the sail track. I could technically put another track in here, because the only things that come off on the outside for dropping off are the sales goods. Other than that, there is enough space to put another track in here. So we can move track 8 out to here. That can go anywhere, that's fine. Move these in, and then have that one just be the sail track, and just call it sail. And that sells to here. The only problem is these guys. But they're on the outside. We'll have to figure that out later. I don't even know. I don't really know. Honestly, I don't even know. I don't know how we're going to spread the houses out. I don't know how we're going to do all the bits and pieces of that. I could just have one place and just deliver everybody to the houses, and not worry about the happiness bonus counts, but not worry about the doubling of things. So, but I've done that before. Had a town in the centre, which was the commerce town, and you just deliver all the goods to the centre, and that's where the houses live. So, but yeah, if we could get the houses out to all the places, that'd be nice. We've got 60 houses. We've got 8 places. What is 60 divided by 8? 60 divided by 8. That's 7.5 houses in each place. However, the town centre 1, 2, and 3 don't need that many houses. They need half the amount of houses in the other places, because they only need to go to level 5. So, yeah. For instance, this guy has got 5 houses connected to it, and is currently doing a 80% bonus. So we need to get to level 6 or whatever it is. So we'll figure it out later once I start adding more things in and we get the research going for more stuff, because we want to get more houses into the game, and I might just edit the rules and have enough houses to put everything around everywhere, so we can just deliver the stuff everywhere, and yeah, there can be much rejoicing. Okay, so now the remedy train's actually getting to where it needs to go. That's awesome. This is working here. This is awesome. Any health potions turned up yet? Come on, surely the health train. I might pause the game for too long. Here's the health train. Here's the health potion train. Boom. And you're going to go down here to here, drop that off. This is the last one we need to get all the research, on the basic research. We've got loads of, anyway, we don't really need any more research, but we'll get the magic research starting next. But I need to research the magic research, and to do the magic researches, I need magic research, which means I need to get this one running, which is not the one we're doing. But oh well. Oh well. They all need running anyway. It's fine. It's fine. Right, so where's health potions? Health potions are coming in underneath here. There they are. And they're going to come up here. And this will be awesome. And it'll be wonderful. And then we will start getting books marked 3, 2, 3. 3. Awesome. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.